Hey guys, so earlier today I was watching TV, not regular TV, it was YouTube, but it was Fox News and Sean Hannity did was doing a segment and he's railing on the liberals and going in. And then before that, I had seen a different YouTube video with Don Lemon losing it with Republican over something that the Trump said, and the Trump said, I can't believe it must be my bedtime. Anyway, and he's like, well, yeah, he said that. And he was so just like, ugh. And it really kind of hit me. I don't like watching CNN, Fox News, any of that stuff because I feel like there's too much bias, there's too much spin, and there's too much hate. You know, maybe they have to hate the other company because it makes more money for them, you know, like that rivalry. And they got to keep us divided. So just like the whole mightier than thou, and we think we're smarter than the other group, and you know, Hannity's talking about how dumb people, like how dumb it must be, and how it's so hard to talk to them. And I think that that's exactly the problem. Like, who's going to want to talk to you, and who's going to be willing to talk to you if you're trash talking them in every chance that you get? You know, it's like, okay, well, yeah, and look at you, you think you're all that and whatever, and you don't know everything, and like, why would I want to listen to you even though I'm wrong if you're going to come out attacking me? So I feel like we have to remember one of the biggest tenets in life, one of the biggest rules: treat others the way that you want to be treated. Not the way that you're being treated, the way that you want to be treated. And you can catch more bees with honey than you can with vinegar. Like, I'm more willing to hear people's message if there isn't a spin. I don't like feeling like I'm being manipulated and I'm being angered into thinking something because this is what they're telling me to say. This is what they're telling me to think. I want to think what I want to think the way I want to think it. And I want to come to my own conclusions and whatever. And I think if the news media has a chance at staying alive, really, aside from cheating and, you know, whatever, manipulation and people having to watch to, like, report their stuff, and the fact that they're in airports everywhere, and I think a lot of hotels too, I think that their best chance for them to win is to start treating the other side with respect, dignity, and instead of coming at them with anger and disbelief because they have different opinions than you and thinking different, try curiosity. Let's be nice to each other, you know? We don't agree, our sides don't agree, but it should be lawmakers. I think we shouldn't pick people who are just going to fight with each other and you're going to prove our side and you're going to do what we want, you know, like to beat on the other person and to destroy the other party, you know, with facts or feelings or whatever it is, depending on which side, you know, is getting the benefit. I think that, you know, we should expect our lawmakers, legislators, state Senate representatives they should be the best person. They shouldn't be nasty, you know, like Mazie Hirono when she's saying, I don't think you're a good person, and they treat people like with such disgust, you know, and that's not, you should, like, to me that's a reflection on that person when they're going that route. Like, you don't talk to people like that, especially when people are just doing their job. You want to vilify them because you didn't get the response that you wanted, you're not getting what you want, you know. Back in the day, like, if you didn't like something, then, especially when it came to politics, then you voted them out. You changed it, you know? And if they weren't doing the job, then you got rid of them when their time was up. Like, this whole impeach thing, impeach 45, whatever. It's like, you know, if you try to get him out of the office before it's his time, it's going to cause so many freaking problems. Like, I just recommend not even really, that's, unless you got, I think that the Democratic Party and the deep state are trying to do this. They want us to have like a war. They want us to be divided. Because if there's distrust and we don't have confidence in our president, then they can continue to do what they're doing. And I feel like their goal is to, like, we're going to beat you in the head by telling you lies, and just make you hate the president and just feel so overwhelmed every day by the fake news that we're putting out. And rather than telling you about any of the good stuff, we're going to tell him that he's evil, he's this and that. So you don't see him as a person and a human being, and you don't see his followers as people. You think of them as like idiots and whatever. And there's so much more to the story as to what's really going on. And I think that no one's going to find that out if we don't start putting a little bit of compassion and curiosity into our conversations and stop making these assumptions and condemnations and being so ugly about it, like, gosh, I really don't like Kamala Harris or Cory Booker or, who's the other one? I'm not really a fan of Works either. I think that the whole identity politics is just absolutely disgusting. I don't like Biden either. And I'm really glad Hillary's not running. But we've got to be able to talk to them. We have to be able to ask them. I think that if we're going to even get any kind of segue, any kind of groundway, and actually have them listen to us, then we need to do it from a kind approach. We need to do it from an asking, wanting to understand what can we do, and show them like, hey, we care too. We want to help. We want things to be different. Obviously, we have different ideas on what we think is important. This is why I feel the way that I feel. These are my concerns. I'd love to hear your concerns, why you think this is a bad idea, and then kind of go back and forth and explain it. I've been tempted to go to my my lawmaker person's office, my state representatives and mayors and governors, whoever I can get an appointment with, and talking to them about stuff too, because like I said, I feel like we can make a difference, and our representatives should want to try and help. I like to think there are still good people, and they should want to help whether they want to be reelected. Or to me, if I were in office and I represented my state or my city, I would feel like my city is my home, and of course, it is my home, but like my physical home. If this is my house and I'm running things here, I don't want people to come here and to see that I'm so unorganized. My house is a mess. I don't have priorities. Things are just not taken care of. It looks dirty. I don't want my house to be dirty. So when we have homeless people and druggies and junkies and needles, not homeless. I always say homeless, but I don't mean homeless. I mean junkies. Like when we have junkies on the street who are begging for drugs or money for the corners, and they're breaking into stuff and they're acting really bad, I would be so concerned about that. I would be concerned about my citizens and like wanting to make them feel at home while they were here in the house. Like if you're gonna have to work with other people and like help them out, and you're like the leader of the pack, you got to make it look good. You can't. You don't have a dinner party and not have anything to to offer. You have to actually be prepared, and you want to keep your place clean, and you want to keep it taken care of, and you want people to know that like they come to your house, they don't have to worry about their car being stolen, their purses and whatever, because you got them taken care of. They're your guest. You let them do their thing and you do yours. So when lawmakers, there is trash all over the streets, and you do see the people behaving really badly and bad things happening, it's like, we got to do something different. I need my representatives to do a better job of representing us. If people want Albuquerque to have more visitors and the things, we have a lot of good things, but we just have this group of people who are just really bringing down our city. And if we can't get that under control, I'm not going to recommend for people to come here. Why? So you can get everything stolen? Or people harassing you, at every freaking corner, begging for money so that you accidentally step on a needle when you're at one of the parks with your kids? No, I'm good. Thank you. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you about that later. But yeah, the TV commentators, media people and whatnot, if you guys want for your networks to no longer be in the gutter, and if you actually want people to watch your shows, then stop yelling over each other. Stop trying to destroy them in every single conversation. Have people with diverse voices, different opinions, and try to have a real conversation. Not, I'm going to put you on my show, you're on the other side, and I'm going to find ways to make you look bad, to show you that you're dumb and you're wrong and you're evil and your stupid side sucks. And I'm going to bash this or whatever. It's like, that's just so unproductive. We're not going to get anywhere like that. So watching Hannity do that, it's like, yeah, that's why I don't freaking watch you guys, because you guys are so, just nasty about it. You're not trying to get anywhere. You're just you've been, I guess, like, you maybe have been kicked so many times or whatever. Now you feel like it's your turn to be the bully, but sometimes we have to, be more of a guidance counselor or whatever. Someone else is like, or forgiveness, forgiveness and patience and be there to help them understand what's going on, because I'm sure that a lot of them are confused. Hope I'm recording. I can't see because I have this flash in my light because it's kind of dark right now in the room. But anyway, yeah, so we have to do some things different. Political people, you guys need to get along. You guys need to start talking to each other. Stop demonizing the other group because they're not your group, and stop treating them like they're all idiots because they think differently than you, and get your heads together, have some thinking groups, and work on some projects together. Group projects. At the end of the day, you guys have an assignment to do, and who's going to do what, how's it going to happen, what do you guys need to do to work together to make it happen so that, we can work some logic into stuff, and then you're good. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you, and I will probably make a video very soon. At least I have 2 other ones that I wanted to talk about. So I'll be making those videos soon, and I'll be putting them out, I hope, sooner than later. Have a good night, guys. Bye.